afternoon. Welcome back in. It's the Ticket Punchers here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. I'm your host, Roman Kelly, joined by my two co-hosts today, J.R. Anderson and Curtis Phillips, as we take you down till 6 o'clock, as we do here on the Big X per usual, Tuesday through Friday. But unfortunately, we missed yesterday's show, so we have a lot to get into today. Curtis, J.R., how are you guys doing? Long Thanksgiving break from for the Ticket Punchers, basically, as we haven't been on in a while. Wednesday last week was the last time we were on the airwaves. So it's been quite some time, and we've got a lot to get into. But I just want to ask, how are you guys doing? How have your all's time off been?
Guess I'll go ahead. Doing good, man. Had a great, Thanksgiving break. Got a good 5 days off of work, so that was great. Just enjoying, kind of the snow and the new weather. So, yeah, it's been awesome.
Love that.
Yeah, same. Spent the time with the family. My 1-year-old got to see snow for the first time. She had a 1-year checkup, and everybody's healthy. Everybody's good, and Thanksgiving was good. So, happy to be back.
Very, very good to hear. We're thankful on the Ticket Punchers for a lot of different things. Family, health, everybody doing well, having fun on time off. But, of course, we're also thankful for these tickets that we've been punching here as of late. We had a great November overall as a show. We had a lot of winners, some losers as well, but we found some methods and overall just had a lot of fun this last November. And we're wanting to build on that, wanting to increase things going forward. But, fellas, let's get right into it. Let's talk as we've got to recap last week and recap November. I want to ask you guys, how does the record look? Where are we sitting at record-wise, JR, over the let's not go all-time record. Let's just do month by month. Let's see how you improve from October to November and what we are striving for here in December.
Yeah, I know from October to November, obviously we had way more units pushed out in November, but when I checked 2 days ago, we were plus 27 units. So we finished 27 above our win-loss rate. Official record, I'd have to get back to that, but we can post those live on the X account. But yeah, plus 27 units overall, increase from October to November for JR.
Curtis, How about you, man?
Yeah, as far as me, went slightly negative. I believe 24 and 26 in November, so slightly under 500. So December, looking to build on that. So
not too bad at all. I would was it 31 and 22 overall in November. Like JR mentioned, we did have a lot more punches pushed out in November. We were kind of feeling things out in October. On top of October not being a complete month in which we were getting bets out. The show started October 7th, so almost up to the 2-month mark. We'll give out the official records over that span when that time comes. But, fellas, I want to get into tonight's bets here in a few minutes, but we missed so much over that span that we were off. I want to ask you guys, what were some of the things that you guys saw over the weekend, over the end of the week last week, and even the start of this week? There's all kinds of exciting football games and stuff. What were some of the more exciting games that you guys were able to watch? JR, we'll start with you, kind of just make that our format here. But whether that was college football, NBA, college basketball, what were you in on most this exciting Thanksgiving weekend?
Definitely the Cowboys-Chiefs game. That was my favorite outcome of the week. Definitely, on the show we called the plus 3.5 upset. Dallas ended up winning outright. And also they put the Chiefs in a very tough position with them being almost last in the division now and fighting for playoff contingency. But that was my overall favorite. This past weekend, the football slate was not impressive, man. There was a lot of blowouts, a lot of very weird type of games. Maybe it's the cold weather rolling in. I don't know, but that's what I enjoyed the most was definitely that Cowboys Chiefs game.
Yeah, for me, I'll go ahead and the Bears and the Eagles which is what really jumped off the page for me. Obviously, as a Bears fan, it was kind of surprising us going into Philly and handling business like that. But yeah, just overall in the NFL slate, lots of underdogs winning outright. I know just between the Thanksgiving game and the Black Friday games, there was those four underdogs all won outright. So yeah, it was a lot of fun games. You had the tournaments in college basketball, which were pretty exciting with all those ranked teams. So yeah, it was a lot of good games over the weekend.
There was, and there have already been a lot of good games to start the week off, both in college basketball. Obviously, we had NFL this past Monday to end the week last week, but it starts our week in terms of sports talk as the Patriots defeat the Giants 33-15, a game in which a weird one where it didn't even seem like the Patriots were getting tested all that much, but at the same time, like the Giants weren't necessarily down and out of it for the entirety of the game. I mean, they got it to a point where it was a 2-score game. They made a couple interesting decisions, and then you getting sacked at the wrong time, and Patriots able to put that game away. I kind of want to ask before we get on to anything new, where are you guys at with the MVP race / NFL champion favorite personally? I mean, I think that the Rams are kind of like feeling like, honestly, in both categories. Like, I think that they've got the MVP, and I think they kind of should be one of the favorites to go and do this thing and win it all. Where are you guys at? We'll start with you, JR. I mean, the NFL, the parity's kind of shifting. It's kind of seeming like it's not necessarily like anybody's league, but a handful of teams that could go and win a Super Bowl if they can make things, if they get things together right now.
Yeah. You remember my preseason was Matt Stafford for MVP. I put $100 on it. There is some cash out options right now for a couple thousand. So I think he's currently in second after the loss. So pending last week, I think he was in first for a little bit, but he took a little bit of a backseat there after the tough loss last week. But have you heard that Aaron Donald is potentially going to make a return to this team? If that happens, I think it's blouses for a lot of teams coming out of the NFC.
I did see that they had Aaron out at their practice camp and stuff. I don't know what that looks like, but it's kind of crazy to think he could walk right in and probably be one of the best in the position in the NFL.
Scary.
Still. Curtis, what are you thinking? I mean, Stafford's got to be the favorite MVP wise at this point. There's not a lot. I feel like Drake May could go crazy if he couple crazy touchdown games, but do you think there's any chance Stafford doesn't win MVP?
Oh yeah, I think Drake May honestly is probably in the lead. I mean, you got the best team in the record, in the NFL, and sitting at 11-2, and I think Drake May has a legitimate shot. If they end up, in the one seed, I see why he wouldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? They just turned their whole season around, and I think he's right behind him. I believe it comes down to Drake May.
Yeah, Stafford not helping his case with the 2 interceptions this past weekend and the loss to the Panthers. I get it's a resurgent offensive Panthers team these last few weeks. Bryce Young really figuring some things out. And then you've got a back and 2 backs in Hubbard and Dowdle who can just kind of go crazy for you. But at the same time, that one hurt. I felt like he was the favorite going into Sunday, and now I feel like Drake May's kind of overpassed him. Not necessarily betting wise, just in the talks and all the analysts and pundits and stuff.
Actually, Drake May is -125. Stafford has moved to +125. And then Dak, Jordan Love, Allen, and Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a sleeper on this, man. If he could really make a run here in the last couple weeks, I could really see him getting a lot of votes, coming down, especially if the Patriots lose or if Matt Staff drops another one. But I would say Dak and Caleb are the 2 sleepers.
That's a great point. Curtis, I don't know if you've seen this.
Plus 5,000 for Caleb right now. Like
the Bears have the best offensive line in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson has got this team clicking, and Caleb Williams it's weird because I feel like there's still an accuracy issue with Caleb. Through all of some kind of things kind of working itself out, I feel like that final factor or like those throws, those 3rd and long throws that you need him to be on the money to continue to grasp the momentum your team is able to get on the defensive side and just in the run game, little things that have improved. He's got to get fixed to accuracy a little bit. I get that it's like there's not a lot of statistical things outside of like the third and long conversion rate that point to him being inaccurate. But when you watch it, you're like, couple throws in a game, couple more throws than there should be at his level that aren't being completed that you'd like. I think that's the final step of him kind of making that offense be a true, I don't want to say juggernaut, but powerhouse, I guess you could say.
2 things. Caleb Williams, his completion percentage is 58.1 in comparison in like-minded individuals with, good win ratios. Like Jordan Love, 67%. He should be in the 60s to 70s, in my opinion. Right now, I agree with you. He has 17 TDs, 5 picks, 51.8 or 58.1 completion percentage. But
that's not a bad TD to interception ratio at all. It's not like he's just throwing it to the other team. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's not being as accurate as he should be. within that offense
Yeah.
consistently.
Sub 60 is
Right.
kind of frowned upon for sure. You know,
And it's rare in an 8-win
70s.
team. It's not a common thing for an 8-win team to have a quarterback that isn't like at least top 10 in accuracy or completion percentage, I should say.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one thing. If he can pick that up and improve that even more than he has, like from the jump from last year, can you get a jump within this season?
Yeah.
Then you're talking about elevating that offense even more. JR, talk to us about the night of sports and what we've got on tonight before we get to our triple punch with Curtis later on.
Yeah, let's go to our next scene here.
Obviously, it's SEC, ACC challenge, but we've got some NBA on tonight, and there's also some NBA news we've got to get into.
Oh, yeah, baby. You see it here live. If you're listening, you can't see it, but you know what it is. Come home, Giannis. Come home. The purple and gold needs you. You know, everybody on the team is available except Bron with a no trade clause and Luka and JJ Redick. Everybody else can go. But, you know, this was exciting to wake up and see that he deleted all the tweets and Shams reported on it. And, you know, if you're a Lakers fan, it's either Giannis or we got to go get Jokic one of these years. Bron, you know, watching Bron here lately is not fun whatsoever. I know he's still trying to get his legs under him, but can you imagine Luka and Giannis teamed up together, fellas? Like it would be incredible for the league, but most importantly for the Laker faithful. But yeah, so what are y'all's thoughts on Lakers and the Giannis stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you know, reported from Shams. Curtis, what do you think?
That's an interesting situation. I know if Giannis, if he was to happen to go to LA, they'd probably, you know, clearly be the I wouldn't say front runners because, you know, you got OKC right there, but they, you know, directly behind them. That would be pretty scary for anybody facing those guys. So,
yeah, it wouldn't be pitch perfect because I mean you got to think about it. We'd have to literally gut the team. You're giving up Rui, Reeves, Vanderbilt. You're giving up probably Jackson Hayes, and then you know after all said and done, and picks 2 firsts. You know, I did a hypothetical trade last night, and I think we still had 13+ million in salary cap, but you'd be getting rid of everything except these 3 and JJ Redick, essentially, and you'd have to rebuild, you know, with other moves with that 13 million. Chris Paul just got cut, maybe pick him up, things like that, but it's not like, you know, the bench and the other additional role players are going to be awesome.
I think if you're the Lakers, you have to do whatever you can to look into this.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
The way that LeBron's looked so far this season, he's clearly in victory lap mode, right?
Yeah.
He's obviously wants to win more than anybody who can touch a basketball, I think. That's just how he is. But with that being said, he understands his personal circumstances, and you can kind of clearly see that. With that being said, though, I don't want to like assume that LeBron's washed, LeBron's done. We've watched him get these little minor injuries, come back, look a bit iffy in his first 2 or 3 weeks back, and then all of a sudden he's back to the 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists type of LeBron that we know. I think that the Lakers are going to look into this. I also think that there's just a lot of teams that have an option to make a deal. Fellas, I don't know if this is going to happen in the regular season, though. I think this is a summer deal.
I don't think so. I think he's going to get moved. They've dropped, 8 of the last 9 games, and they had a 17, 18-point lead against Washington Wizards the other night, and they blew that and lost to the Wizards. I think that was the final straw. I think he's out. It's a done deal. I know his preferable destination coming into the season was he said he wanted to be a Knick, and I think the Knicks didn't want to give up what Milwaukee was offering, hypothetically, but, you know, it's Giannis. If you could put Giannis and Brunson together, you got to give up everything else and build for the future. Same thing with LA, but I would say all 29 teams will be offering some type of package for this. They will field calls, but Giannis has to announce that he would want to go to the purple and gold, you know, which has not been done. But want to move into college basketball here, or no, NBA slate. We can cover that first. So I have compiled some slides for all of the best lines for the night, just in depth. You know, for the listeners out there, the most bet teams to cover tonight: Denver Nuggets -7.5, Detroit Pistons -4.5, Atlanta Hawks -3.5, New York Knicks 8.5, and San Antonio +8.5. I will post these on our Twitter page as well. This is pulled directly from MGM servers, just giving you some insight knowledge on what the public is really loving tonight. And I kind of liked a few of these. I definitely love the Nuggets at Pacers over 236. With Pacers being one of the higher paced teams, I definitely love that total going over. What do you guys like on here?
Go ahead, Curtis.
Yeah, so what caught my eye was the most bet teams to cover, because I was also on the Nuggets tonight, and we'll get into my pick later, but I had them on a money line piece, parlayed with some other things, so I like that. Hawks kind of catches my eye as well. I know the Clippers, aren't the best team, but Hawks, they just seem iffy at times. You know what I mean? They kind of play down to their competition right now without, Trae Young. So those are two that are kind of eye-popping to me.
Yeah, good deal. After this, we can roll.
I don't know if I'm on the Spurs tonight, fellas. I mean,
you don't like the Spurs?
Well, actually, it's funny that I like the Magic tonight, and I don't like the Magic at the 8.5 line. It's funny because one of my plays for tonight was an alternate Magic line at 3.5 with the Spurs coming off of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
I like the Magic at home. I do. I think the Magic have been performing at home. I need to go.
It seems they're catching their groove as well.
It does. You've seen Desmond Bane kind of up the scoring a bit as of late. Franz getting back to his regular self as well. With the Spurs on the back-to-back spot and have been an iffy team on the road, it's funny because I'm over here saying that I actually don't really dislike the plus 8.5. I think they can keep it close, but I do like the Magic to win. That's just one that I was, kind of mentioning there. I took the Magic at minus 3.5.
Yeah, and the public agrees with you. Public money percent of the bet, 74% on the Magic, and then on the spread, Spurs 61%. So it looks good overall. We can move into Philly's picks.
Philly, you all good right now? I know you just sent the message in there. If you need to go, you feel free to jump out. But if not, we'll get into the Philly picks right now.
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, let's get into them, JR.
There you go, Philly.
All right, so yeah, first play we have. So if y'all was watching last Wednesday's show, we was on Alabama's team total. It was sitting at this exact same number. And I stated, they had hit this in every game besides two, one of the more, prolific offenses in the entire nation. And it was sitting at that number again today. So, I thought to take it, Clemson has a, pretty good defense. But, Alabama with their offense, I think they're just going to kind of overpower them tonight in the ACC SEC Challenge.
Yep. So you got Alabama on the first half total here, over 42.5.
Yep, those only two misses, by the way, they had scored right at 41. So they're right around this mark in every single game. And then next we'll go to the NBA, Jalen Johnson. I mean, it's just hard and props every single day. He's on a complete tear. The key to this is he's without Porzingis, and he kind of, performs really high without Porzingis. So yeah, Jalen Johnson over 17.5 rebounds and assists. He's 9-3 in his last 12 to this number. He
turns into Jokic when there's no big on the floor, man. He's like a little mini Jokic out there, dog.
Man, I love this game.
It's kind of crazy how he's adapted to Trae Young being off the floor in this time without Trae. He's literally become a do-it-all for them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Yeah. We definitely missed him last year.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he's cast this 7 of his last 8 games without Porzingis on the season. So I looked for him to get at least 18 RA. Darius Garland over 6.5 assists. He actually has great numbers versus this Trailblazers team. Trailblazers giving up a lot of points and assists to point guards. I didn't like the line, though. I thought it was a bit too inflated. But if you want to take a points and assists line, I like that as well. But I think Garland's good for at least, 7 assists. And then our last leg, we have Nikola Jokic triple-double and Denver Nuggets money line. As I stated, a bit we like Denver, to win on the road versus Pacers. I know sometimes, this year the Nuggets have played down to their competition, but Pacers a 4-win team. We're fine fading them. And then the Jokic triple-double, there's, not much to explain right there. Triple-double king. So yeah, if you parlay both of those, we get even money at plus 101. So
love those. Love those. Yeah, Jokic was probable, listed as of last night. But you saw his line stay up, and then you see the Nuggets post the pictures of his pregame fit. So that's confirmation right there that he will be playing. I like that. I like those pieces right there. JR, what we got next?
Yeah, so rolling into my parlay, I realized that I hadn't put one out since early November. So we're gonna get back into the groove of trying to get a little ticket punched every episode. So on this one, if you use your booster, it's 1254. Odds have probably changed. I built this slide probably an hour ago. So overall odds was 836 before the booster. So it's probably somewhere around there. Kevin Durant, 4 rebounds. Zach LaVine, 2 made threes. Zach LaVine, 15 points. Easy slate there. Book thinks so as well at -120 for that grouping. And then Desmond Bane, 2 threes. He's been, spraying it from beyond the arc. I have no concerns with him.
Best shooter on the team.
Yes, sir. Spicy leg here for the people that will be telling. You can tell this link if you scan the QR code up on the right if you're watching live. That's something that I've been messing around with. It actually works, and it'll take you directly to FanDuel. And the spicy leg on this one is definitely Jokic under 1.5 threes. Last time he played them, he only had 1 and then 0 before. But if you look at his last 5, he has been hitting 2, almost consistently outside of a few drops. I believe his overall was like somewhere around 30 to 40%. But I do like this in this matchup. I think Indiana's going to stay attached and not allow him to just spray from 3. He's been averaging about 5 3-point attempts. But if this worries you, you can alt it to the over 2 or just take him off. And then Giannis, 10 rebounds. With the news coming out today, I think he's going to be on a warpath tonight. And unfortunately, Duran and the other guys on Detroit get to witness that. So overall, great parlay. Scan the QR code, and we'll post it on the Twitter as well.
I love those plays there. That is going to be the JR parlay punch for us here today. We're going to try to all get that in as fast as you can, because you see there's obviously 2 10 p.m. tip-offs on there as well. Fellas, I want to ask if you guys have got your parlay pieces ready. I think we're losing you, Curtis.
Yeah, but I can drop my triple punch.
Go ahead, get that triple punch piece out to us here. We'll go ahead and get to there, and then we'll round out the show, JR and I. What's your triple punch piece, Curtis?
So I already know I dropped it, but as part of that parlay piece, but I'm just going to keep it simple with Nikola Jokic triple-double. It's -170. He's had triple-double, I believe, in 4 of the last 5 games versus Pacers. He's had some pretty historic games against them. So I'm going to go Jokic to get a triple-double.
Nice. Love it. My triple punch piece, just while we've got Curtis still on, I'm going Nick Claxton, 8+ rebounds tonight, going up against the 4th worst rebounding team in the Chicago Bulls. He has reached this mark in his last game. It's more of a minutes thing with him. If he's able to stay out of the foul trouble, he gets well over the 10 mark more times than not. Kind of had some weird rotational things going on where they were switching some positions around that led to a few less minutes for him. But it's seeming like he's going to be getting back over that 30, healthily over that 30-minute mark. I like Nick Claxton to get 8+ tonight. I had it at -172. I'm talking like I watched it in my bet slip at 172 go up to -192. Now drop back down to -186. So there's a lot of bets coming in on the Nick Claxton rebounds, as I feel like most people try to bet rebounds against the Bulls, and now that's starting to happen here in this late afternoon. But Philly, thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow as well. Get you on. We'll have you on as well, obviously tomorrow. But we know you got to get out here a little bit early. But thank you for your official punches and your parlay piece here today. Sorry you got to leave us early, but we'll make sure to get any of your other plays out on the Ticket Punchers X account link there at the bottom.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll punch those tickets, man. All
right. There's Philly leaving the show now currently, but we've got a few minutes left where we're going to be getting out some more plays for us, JR. What have we missed? Have we covered everything? I feel like we didn't go in depth into some of the lines for tonight. We do have a lot of college basketball on tonight. A couple of top 25 matchups, a few top 25 teams in action tonight, because it's the ACC SEC Challenge, and that means our boys are playing tonight as well. I wanted to address that. We only have about 2 minutes before we get out of here, but
go Cards.
Go Cards.
I'm bringing it home. I'm bringing it home for the
Cards
triple,
money line tonight. Place it.
We're going better than that. We're going better than that.
Taking that.
Louisville -2.5, baby.
Okay.
Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. For the triple.
I love it. This one's kind of just more of like not necessarily a hopeful play. This is an official punch. Mark it down for me. But my other official punch in college basketball, my lone official. Actually, I've got 2. Indiana tonight, first half spread -4.5, owning up against Minnesota. They've been a very, very effective offensive team. I don't think Minnesota is going to be prepared for that. The shots are going to be going up early. I think I think Indiana covers that 4.5 points in the first half. My other college basketball play for tonight is going to be Montana -3.5. as they're going up against North Dakota State at home. There's an offensive that North Dakota State's not going to be really prepared for, a better defensive team as well. So those are my 2 college basketball plays. Nick Claxton is an 8+ rebound. That is an official punch of mine that we're just
8+ or 10+?
Punch. 8+ on the triple punch, also
Okay.
8+ on the official as well.
Okay.
And then JR, I'm on the Miami Heat tonight. They beat Dallas once.
Of course.
Granted, they beat them in Miami, and Dallas did score. It was one of the better defensive games for the Mavericks that they've had this season. I think only allowing Miami to score 106 points. That's 106 points they allowed in a loss, though. And Miami is going to replicate that tonight in Dallas. I think Miami looks even better than they did come when they played about a month and a half ago. So give me the Heat -4.5 tonight to go and beat the Mavericks.
Powell was ruled out.
Yeah, I saw Norm's ruled out. But Davion Mitchell, more shots for you, my boy. Time to step it up. Time to step it up. They'll also have Bam tonight as well. So I think that kind of is the defensive factor in limiting Cooper Flagg from doing a lot at the rim because he's got a big body down there to contest. So as long as it's not a Klay Thompson or Max Christie going crazy for 5-6 made threes, I like the Miami Heat to get the job done tonight. That's going to be my official punches. Anything else that we would miss before we round out the radio segment of the show, JR?
No, so I got up the not the Louisville, but the college.
What was your triple punch piece?
It was Louisville -2.5.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
So we've got Curtis with his. I forgot to write it down. What was the Curtis triple punch?
Curtis
triple double from Jokic.
Yep. Your Claxton -2.5 for me for Cards.
There it is. There's the triple punch, and this is going to wrap us up on the radio segment. Though, stay tuned. We've got a few minutes. We'll be on X. We'll be on YouTube. And we're going to continue on talking. But thank you all so much for tuning into the radio side of things. Right here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. It's the Ticket Punchers.
Tickets.
Let's go punch those tickets. All right. JR, we've got some viewers in here. We've got some on the Big X Real Spiel YouTube pages in right now. We've got a good amount in on the X Stream as well. It used to tell us the X Stream numbers at the top left like it does these YouTube pages and stuff, but Restream stopped doing that for some reason, unfortunately.
I had it pulled up a second ago, and then it closed on me but I can pull it back up.
We'll have the Ticket Punchers YouTube page on. Additionally, tomorrow we'll probably remove the Real Spill and change this overlay as well. Get the Ticket Punchers YouTube page linked on our overlay. But I want to just continue chatting a bit. I can't stay too long as I've got to get prepared for my evening with this U of L game and stuff. But there's just too much on tonight that we didn't get into. I'd like to get a couple more opinions. We didn't talk Bucks Pistons. I feel like we all kind of avoided talking about the Bucks Pistons game tonight.
I do think
reason the Pistons should lose, but
I think he's going to be motivated with all the chit chat. I think he's probably going to go 30 to 40 range for sure.
I thought we should maybe look into the triple double for Giannis.
And I don't see him passing too much. I think he's going to do a lot of armpits in the rim, a lot of growling, a lot of barking. I think he's going to be on a warpath offensively. If they double him, which I'm sure they will. But
I just watched this triple double go from plus 650 to plus 600. I'm just saying. Maybe worth a sprinkle if you got a little $1 bonus bet or something like that.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I ultimately do think that he's going to go crazy tonight. I also think Cade Cunningham goes crazy in the Starlight matchup.
Is his triple double still plus 950 for Cade? I was eyeballing it earlier.
No, it's gone way down.
So
it's gone way down. It's down to plus 700.
Okay, so a big move there. So I mean, I think with all the buzz, media is going to be rocking. This is is it at Detroit? No, it's at Milwaukee. Media is going to be here like they're covering a playoff game with all the buzz surrounding. This game will feel like a playoff game. I think it'll be very intense. You know, a couple technicals or so. I think the juices will be flowing. But I do think Giannis, definitely has him a night. I don't know if they win just because supporting cast is not there, man. Which is why he's, quite frankly upset. But I get it totally. But if we're being honest, this was long overdue. He should have asked for this a year ago. He tried to be nice.
First reports that he did. Apparently, they did in the summer.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything worked out, so he's like, all right, fine. I'm fully bought into this season. We'll reevaluate it again with not planning for it to be this bad.
Yeah, listening to Windhurst and Shams and everybody, it sounded like after Dame tore the Achilles, trying to stay healthy for them, and rushed himself back. I think that when they saw how fast they moved off of Dame, when he really advocated for Dame to come to Milwaukee in the first place, and how fast they moved off of him, that really upset him. And also I believe the structuring was that they had to release him so that they could get Miles Turner. And in my opinion, yeah, the man tore an Achilles, but at least rehab him. In my experience, someone has a catastrophic injury like that.
They gave up on him.
You rehab him, you see what he got, and then if he can't go midway of that, whatever that next upcoming season is, then you put him on the block. But they did right by him and sent him back home. Maybe that's what his request was, with dealing with divorce and not being happy, stuff like that, and tearing an Achilles. Things happen. So, but he did not like that whatsoever, man. But that team is also, it's lacking a lot. And so, if I were him, I like him in New York. But keep in mind, just like when Bron got traded, like they're gonna have to gut the entire team. I think Karl Anthony Towns is gone. Mikal Bridges is gone. Like, you're going to have to give up everything, probably but Brunson, give or take.
Which is too much.
You're going to be essentially another rebuild. Same thing with the Lakers. Like, they're giving up AR. They're giving up, Rui. They're giving up pretty much everything. You're going to have to rebuild. Don't get me wrong. Not Austin, but Luka and Giannis is, 60, 70 points on any given night alone. So, it's not hard to, fill the court with shooters, especially when you have JJ running X's and O's. And then you got Bron, who's a sleeping, dormant volcano right now. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know if it's pouting or what. But if he woke up, then it'd be formidable. And, you could easily walk him off, because I think this is his last year on the contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could ride him off into the sunset, hopefully make a deep playoff run, and then he could go sign free agent with Golden State, Cleveland, whoever the hell he wants to go to. But
you got to plan for. You can't have just Luka though.
No. But if Bron leaves, you're freeing up $50 million. Like, he's literally collapsing the cap, especially
this team. This team doesn't need him. They wouldn't do. Sam Presti wouldn't do this, and they don't need him. But it's wild to think that the Thunder could put together one of the more valuable packages. Isn't that ridiculous? That the team with one loss could put together the best pick package? Like, if picks were your priority, no one can offer a better deal than the OKC Thunder.
I don't see Bron going to a small market like that. And because if he does,
Giannis. I'm saying if they wanted to go after Giannis, they can give the best deal.
But then it puts Giannis into a category. He's 1-1 on his own with Middleton and them boys.
Giannis don't want that.
But it puts him into that KD to Golden State kind of conversation, even though it wasn't directly in correlation with them just beating them in the playoffs. But it would put him in that, because then at that point you're kind of ring chasing. It is the job. It is what they're all in it for. But at the same time, I think Giannis would rather go to New York, win a chip, go to LA, win a chip. And I think that would be more respectable compared to joining, a team who's 20-1 and they're giving up their bench players, rotational players, and a bunch of picks. But
I agree.
If that's where he said he wanted to go, I guess you couldn't be mad, because Giannis has a no trade clause, correct?
No.
Well, then it gets sticky if that's legit.
I don't think he does. He might have got one on his last deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right, because I think the only two with no trade clauses was Bradley Beal and LeBron.
Yeah.
Hence why we got Luka. Yeah, I don't think he does have a no trade clause. I was thinking he did, but at the end of the day, Milwaukee can take the
No, he doesn't have one right now.
Yeah,
so under contract till the end of next season.
Yeah, but he can use that as leverage, which is what a lot of stars do. And they say, hey, if you trade for me, I'm not resigning. I'll play my contract out. But, like he can leverage that.
Too.
Yeah,
it's a player option too.
Yeah, so he can leverage that. But at the same time, I think Milwaukee will do right by him. I do think he wants to go to a big market. It's time, New York, LA. He damn sure don't want to go to the Clippers. The last couple stars there kind of have already learned that lesson. Kawhi, PG, so on, so on. But yeah, man. I mean, it's an interesting time. I do think the trade happens aggressively, and I think it happens because he's already been pondering on it for 2 seasons now, and so I think Milwaukee will want to move off of him. You can't fire Doc. Getting rid of coaches after 30 games and shit, that's over. So you kind of got to figure out what you need to do to complete a team around him. And they've already tried that. They try to bring in Michael Porter Jr. and Trent, and they got Rollins now, and it's still not enough. You don't have a dominant big man. You got an aged Miles Turner. You don't have really anything off the bench, Bobby Portis. But the buck ends there. So they got rid of Middleton after catastrophic injuries. They got rid of Dame. It's not much you got, and you don't have a lot of stuff to make a deal happen.
Atlanta would be cool.
Him in Atlanta would fit very well, and it would help re-sign Trae Young. Yeah, I would like that a lot, But the selfish part of me, man, definitely wants him in purple and gold. But then secondly, I would not mind watching him in a New York Knicks uniform, man. I feel like New York is strongly overdue for a run, yeah, they made it last year, but you put some superstar power in New York, dude, the league is back thriving,
Yeah, I agree.
I would love that. What else do you like for tonight?
I'm looking at Ivica Zubac's rebounds.
Yep.
Obviously, no Porzingis. I mean, they don't have that big. They just don't have that big that goes crazy with the boards. Onyeka does his thing, but Onyeka spends a lot of time out on the perimeter, and they switch Onyeka with on the defensive side of too. Onyeka will find himself guarding threes, guarding fours often, which kind of just has him out on the perimeter more than you would like for a rebound prop. I'm looking at Zubac just on the 12 plus at minus 125 potentially tonight. I don't really like to go that high on rebounds, but he's the kind of guy that he can do it. He does it consistently. That was one thing that I was looking at earlier, kind of just watching the lines move on that. He in his last 5 games going most recent to the latest, he's gone 13 rebounds, 11, 12, 10, 18. Every other night he's doing this pretty much.
Yeah.
He had a stretch where he did it 3 or 4 games straight already. So I'm trying to see here.
You're wanting to take his 10 rebounds or 12 rebounds?
Well, I was looking at the 12 because I didn't like the juice on the 10, but there wasn't a whole lot that I liked on the NBA side of things. I mean, I like the Magic to cover.
Yeah, the slate's weird. The slate's been weird the last couple of nights. Bunch of weird stuff happening.
I didn't like the Bane props. I like Bane's props tonight, but I didn't like the odds on anything.
Yeah, everything's already smashed and inflated.
So I've tried to stay away from the small stuff, like the odds on like an Anthony Black 15 points plus 100, going up the Spurs team who's guarding Anthony Black when he's in the game. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
There's Stephon Castle's out tonight. Dylan Harper's playing more. I've already lost some money on Dylan Harper's points. Granted, I made some money his first couple games, and I tried to stay with him, and then he lost me some money. Then he got hurt.
I feel like his role is weird too since Fox has come back. I feel like since Fox has been back, he's been put on the back burner a little bit.
He was exactly. And then now you've got Castle out, and he's scoring on, starting the opposing team starters because he's playing more minutes. So it's kind of just a tough to gauge with the Spurs backcourt. I kind of stay away a bit. I mean, no Denny Avdia tonight, I believe. So the Cavs should cover that 10.5, but just everything's kind of more inflated than I would like.
Yeah.
The Hornets are feisty, man. The Hornets are feisty. It makes me want to stay away from that 9.5, but I do like the Knicks to win and cover technically.
Yeah.
But like everything's just so too high up. Now there is one line actually. Hold on. Do we have now we're talking here.
I got something for you.
What is it?
Cade Cunningham, double, minus 113.
I think he buys into the atmosphere. I think we get another 35-point plus performance from Cade. He's in that 7 or 8 assist mark. Worth a squeeze. It's definitely worth a squeeze at minus 115. I just fear that if it's a close game with less than 6 minutes left in that fourth quarter, he's getting to that rim.
I mean, I love him for his rebound position in this one.
I'll bet his 6+ every night.
Yeah. Like it. What else? Cade.
I like the Heat Mavericks to go under 238.
Heat Mavericks. Let's look at the analytics on NBA Heat. Heat Mavericks. You said under what?
238. Finished at what? 208 their last matchup?
Yeah.
In Miami?
Insights. Let's see. The over hit in 21 of Miami Heat's last 32 games. 66%.
What is it on the road though?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Because they come in there and they'll do you in the first quarter. And they've ended some games in the first quarter already this season.
Yeah, but most of that was with Norman Powell.
True.
Yeah, him being out is going to be an adjustment period. And Dallas, man, the one thing that they've proven is that with Cooper starting to wake up, they are formidable. And AD's playing, and I've been seeing a lot of static on people taking AD for over 22.5 points, which I think is solid.
I saw that today, and I saw a lot of Sengun over 22.5 today.
Oh yeah, Sengun's been on a tear. I think he put up 30 plus, 38 or something like that.
His line's sitting at 22.5.
Yeah, I love Sengun for 22.5, especially against Sacramento. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if no Sabonis. They're starting Westbrook, Levine, DeRozan, Murray, Eubanks. Yeah, Sengun about to have a field day down there, and Sacramento already don't play any defense. They just want to run, and everybody's healthy for Houston, so they're going to spread you out and going to work you. So I like that. Sabonis is out. Malik Monk is probable, and Dennis Schroeder is questionable. 82% of the public is on the money line, and 57% of the money is going towards the spread for Houston. And everybody's taking the over. 71% of bets are going over on that. Let me check that Heat game. That's what I was looking for. Let's see. Matchup. All right. Money line, 67% of the bets. 76% of the money is on the Heat. And on the spread, kind of even kill. 56% of the bets towards Miami. 50% of the money is split between the two. And 86% of the money is taking the over. So
86. I like the under, man. The Mavs defending.
Yep.
I guess they're gonna get sped up tonight more than they have in the last couple of games, but
percentage of the bets, 55% of the bets, not the money, is going towards the under, 45% for the over. So they are winning the percentage, but the most of the money is taking the 86.
Yeah, I feel like bettors are looking more into the team's last two performances rather than the team's last head-to-head performance, like I am, which is normal, right? You're gonna notice. Well, the Heat scored 140 in their last game. The Mavericks scored 131 in their last game. Why do you think this game's gonna go under 238?
Yeah,
because they barely broke 100 the one time they did play already in this season. Granted, let me go find the statistics on that. I want to go see the statistics on that because on November 24th, the Heat won 106-102 in a game in which PJ Washington had 27, played 34 minutes. Cooper Platt played 34 minutes. Dwight Powell played. Everybody played for them. And on the Heat side, there was no Norman Powell. It was one of the games he was out, and the Larson kid started.
Yeah, I like him, but that kid's inconsistent too.
Yeah, I like
some games he's going. Other games he looks like a deer in headlights.
I like the Fontecchio kid a little bit more, and I get that he's not a guard; he's a wing. But
yeah, I liked him on Detroit. He's solid.
You like them going back to Jaquez onto the bench?
I think they needed a punch off the bench, especially with them seeing how much firepower they had on the floor. When you look at what they have, I mean, I like it because, I mean, I feel like he doesn't pout, man. Like, he's a coach's player. You know, whatever you need him to do, he gets done. And he's smart enough to figure out, no matter what rotation he's in, he can figure it out for the most part and still go get 15 plus on most nights. So on a night like tonight, his minutes will be increased. But let's see, Derek Lively, PJ Washington's questionable. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Wiggins, Bam, Hero, Mitchell, Powell's out. So they haven't announced who was replacing him in the lineup, which I'll be curious to see. What time is it? I mean, they should have the lineup already out. Have they not announced it?
Games are...
Or is Underdog NBA when I need it? NBA Underdog. Let's see. Because that game's what, 7?
Yeah, 7-10.
Jokic has a wrist injury, but he is available to play. So that might we'll have to monitor
Jamal
that.
Murray was questionable with a wrist injury as well, I believe.
Yeah, I just don't like me with injuries and putting injured players on our triple punch. We might have to sub out Jokic for Curtis and get him to swap something out.
Yeah, I didn't know if he knew that he was GTP.
They just announced it 8 minutes ago on the wrist.
What I'm saying, I didn't know if they announced that he was questionable last night.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, just on the Nuggets Twitter page, just on the Nuggets put their whole injury sheet out, which I don't think other teams do that.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Probably Jokic, Giannis, LaMelo Ball, Malik Monk. That was earlier.
Let's come up with a little quick before I got to get out of here, JR. Let's come up with a quick little 2 or 3 leg plus money. Each leg's plus money. Just call it 2 legs. Me and you. 1 plus money play right now for a 2 leg for both of us.
With us picking 1 leg each?
Yes.
All right. What you got?
Oh. Okay, I've got one. Kawhi Leonard, 25 plus points tonight at plus 102 going up against these fast-paced Hawks. I think it's only a matter of time before Kawhi starts really getting to go. He had 36 points in his last game, 30 in the game before that, 39 points the game before that. But before this 3-game stretch, he hadn't done anything. So 39, 30, 36, I'm thinking that he's back in that groove. Obviously, there's not a lot of certainty on that. There's not a lot of wins in those games either, but I think I feel like that we're getting back to that regular Kawhi where every mid-range jumper is an automatic, goes straight in, back rim, net doesn't even move. He's getting back to that mode now. Yeah. Not necessarily defending at the crazy rate, but he knows what that offense is. He knows outside of James, they're all he has with the injuries that they've got, and Derrick Jones Jr. and a couple of other guys. So he's gunning. And then the team up a fast-paced game tonight. Jalen Johnson going to be trying to take the assignment of guarding Kawhi, which I love Jalen Johnson as a defender. And Kawhi's still a different breed. And I think that Kawhi takes advantage of the intensity tonight and trying to get back on the right page with this team, which I think they lose. But this line should be a little bit bigger in the Hawks' favor, if I'm being honest, and it's not. I think it's because Kawhi's been going crazy, and I like him to cover that 25 points tonight.
I like that. Let me see. I definitely love New York Knicks money line. It's if you can build this add yours on there and then put Nick's money line. I know it's -3, so I don't know what the odds are going to be with those together, but I can add one more.
Money line ain't no plus money prop.
Oh, you want to go like double? I thought you meant put two together to make a plus money. Like
no, I'm talking.
You want to go plus?
Yeah,
plus
we got
money.
two
Shit! I'm over here on the wrong side of the X.
You about to give me 4 legs and give me plus 100.
No. I was thinking that the -3 plus yours would equal plus 100 ish. 200.
Why? But the 25 plus by itself is plus 102.
Oh shit. Okay. Right,
so I'm kind of like I'm saying, let's go 2 plus money props like we're giving out some crazy hitter when I took one that's barely plus money. It's still at the moment sitting at plus money though.
I want to go Con Knipple.
I like that play. I love that play tonight. What, 20 plus?
I was going to take the rebounds. Him for 10 rebounds is plus 1,000. I was going to water him down.
What, to 8?
Shit. I mean, the boy's been boarding his ass off. But
you can let's take him at 6 at plus 122. I love that.
Yeah, like he's been banging, And
okay, I like this.
They play the Knicks. Don't nobody box out except Cat sometimes when he's not pouting.
Yeah, OG's the only real box out guy on the Knicks, and he's hurt. So
yeah, Michael some night
6 plus rebounds. Yeah. I feel like he plays the most minutes for them already. So.
Yeah, and dude, he crashes. If you watch him, he crashes every play.
LaMelo's playing tonight, though.
Yeah, his double. Look at his double. But
LaMelo's.
Yeah, I mean for 6 boards, I'm not worried. Anything over probably 6 for Con, then it could get a little dicey.
LaMelo's plus 195 on the double in New York.
I got
in Madison Square Garden.
I got a feeling.
Do you want to go Con Knipple 6 plus, or do you want to go LaMelo on the double? Your choice.
Let me pulling up his rebounds, reaps. Let's see. Last 5 for Con. 6, 5, 4, 6, 80%. 4 out of the last 5 for 6.
And LaMelo has had 2 double doubles on the season, 2 games where he had 9. So he was right on 1 game where he had 9, 2 games where he had 8. So 2 double doubles, 1 game where he was 1 assist away.
What are you on DraftKings for?
I'm just looking at LaMelo balls, his last 10.
Do they for Con rebounds? Do they have him for 6 available?
On FanDuel, it's plus 122. I haven't looked at DraftKings today.
Let's do him for 6.
Okay.
Something tells me take LaMelo, but I got a feeling Con can.
I think LaMelo's going to go off tonight. Kawhi already dropping to plus 100 from plus 102. I think LaMelo hasn't scored 30 all season.
Yeah.
What other place to do that in Madison Square Garden? I mean, he hasn't even gotten over the 25 mark all season. So I kind of think it's a big scoring night for LaMelo now. I think that's the intended starting 5 for the Hornets is playing tonight in like their 3rd game all year together or something like that.
I like that.
But I think he gets off on the scoring. Like, what's his scoring line at? If it's at 20, if it's at less than 20
for Con or for Melo?
For Melo, they've got him at 20 plus points is minus 115. I like the Con 6 plus on the plus money.
Yeah. Last time he played him, he had 4, but he was still, baby Con at that point.
And he's gone 2 straight games with 6. The game before that, he had 5. The game before that, he had 4 in the New York Knicks. And following previous with a 6 point or a 6 rebound performance, he's already had an 8 rebound performance on the season, another 7 rebound performance on the season. I think he's getting into that groove where he's pretty much a lock for 5. That 6th and 7th ones are just kind of coming down to a little bit of luck. But I like the 6 for the plus money with us trying to take the risk here. So I'm locking that in. Go ahead and admit it. I've only got last few bucks to throw on it because I've already taken all of our officials. But I'm going to throw that 2-leg in.
I like it. I want to pull this up real quick and then we can wrap it. What do you like off of this as far as money lines and player props? Well, I know you said you already saw Sengun.
Yeah, the money lines on there I like. I like Denver. I like the Hawks. And I like the Pistons. I don't like the Kings, and I don't like the Spurs to win tonight. The what were the player props? I took Sengun.
Sengun 22.5.
I'm not betting an under on Bam. I've had bad luck with that before. I like the McBride over 11.5 points.
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs over 15.5 points with no Paulo and no who's the other? There's one more player that's out for the Magic tonight.
Good question. We can see here.
No Mo Wagner, no Banchero, no Castleton for the Magic tonight, going up against the Spurs team that doesn't have a Stephon Castle. In my opinion, the best perimeter defender for the Spurs. I like that. I really like that Jalen Suggs spot at minus over 15.5. This is probably just because I've only watched a couple, I watched 2 Magic home games and 1 Magic away game. In my head, though, Suggs is way better at home than he is on the road. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, that's the case for a lot of players, but I feel
it's comfort.
I feel like there's a pretty big discrepancy with what I see from Suggs, at least. So I like the 15.5 for Suggs with no Castle guarding him and no Wembanyama obviously down low to stop him, because he's not, he ain't shooting mid ranges. He ain't. It's threes, floaters to the basket, turning defense into offense, getting in transition, So he has the midi. He'll take the midi, but he doesn't do a whole lot of that. He likes to get to the rim and get to that step back. So I like the Suggs there. I like the Suggs with the ability to limit with the Spurs not forcing him into bad shots. Kind of how I can put that.
Yeah.
There was one more on here that I liked. Most bet totals. What's the Pistons and the Bucks over?
That was the 238 or 228.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that has changed. Yeah, it's still at 228 minus 108 for the over, minus 112 for the under.
I like the Knicks to cover.
For spread?
Yeah, but
minus 10?
Yeah, well, the under they've got 8.5 on here, I think.
It's moved to minus 10 on live for minus 112, or Charlotte plus 10 for minus 108.
DraftKings got 9.5.
I mean, DraftKings is always more favorable than FanDuel. We know this.
Yeah. Let me see there. I see in that 7%.
10 is a lot for that young team, man. I get it. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, them Charlotte boys been getting it.
My thing is, if it's 10 if it gets to 10 early in the fourth, it's gonna go to 15.
Yeah,
they don't got the,
sure.
Sure.
The over is kind of high, but as soon as I say that, it'll hit. But
they just lost by 13 to the Nets. On this road stretch they've been on. Okay, no, that was following. Yeah, they did. They played well at home. They just lost to the Knicks at home on November 26th, 129-101. So it's they got busted, and they just lost to they got busted by this team that they're playing tonight, and in their last game out, they got busted by a team worse than this. Not busted, I'm sorry, but lost by 13 to a team worse than this. And honestly, probably could have lost by more if I'm being honest.
Yeah. You said you liked Orlando money line too, right?
Yeah, I like Orlando all the way up to 4.
So we got Orlando money line. We got Denver money line. You said that earlier. Or was that Curtis?
That was Curtis.
And we got Cleveland money line against Trailblazers.
Yeah, that was me. No Denny Avdia tonight.
New York money line.
I mean, I don't like the Knicks, man. I like them to win. I like them to cover, but I don't bet it.
Yeah. I mean, I think against Charlotte, they definitely win. I don't like 10 points. Charlotte's capable of keeping it a spicy one.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's I like the Knicks to win for sure, because Charlotte, they're like the opposite. This is the worst home team, or it's the worst road team going up against the best home team.
Yeah. A spicy one, which the books agree with, is Clippers in Atlanta.
Clippers gonna win that game.
You think so? Plus 2 for Clips are minus 106 right now, and their money line's plus 122.
I feel like they're feeling like they're good. They just got rid of CP3. They got a little mental fake reset. They're gonna start believing something's gonna be changed enough to play a little bit harder in the next couple games. It's funny, they got busted by the Heat. They offensively didn't play bad against the Heat at all. They can't defend. This team cannot defend. James Harden can't outside of Chris Dunn, nobody on this team can defend like they used to. Kawhi, not really the same level of defender that he used to be. He's still right there 1A with 1B with Chris Dunn. Depends on who the other team's opposing best player is. But it was they let everybody get into double figures. They couldn't stop anybody. Wiggins had 22. Adebayo had 27. Powell had 30. Davion Mitchell had 16. Hero had 22. Jaquez didn't have to do anything. He was out there assisting. So they just can't defend, but I still think they can score. And going up against an offense that can get clunky, and when the Hawks aren't hitting threes, that's why you see the Jalen Johnson assist numbers go up, because he has to take matters into his own hands, put the ball on the floor, and create for others. They don't have that point guard out there to do it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a scorer. He is not a playmaker. I don't think they win. I just think it's a close, exciting game, and I think they should win.
Yeah, I agree. So you want to say Clippers money or the spread, or?
It's so small that if you think they're going to cover, you should think they're going to win at 2.5, right?
I'm asking you. Whatever you say, we will add on here.
With the way Kawhi's looked these last 3 games, give me the Clips.
+2 or outright?
+2.5.
Yeah. We just moved the line too. It moved from +126 down to +116.
They're watching the show. You put that QR code on the screen, and they're like, "Oh, these guys know something." Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, JR. Anything else we missed? I'm gonna get out of here.
Well, 5 on the NBA side. We got New York money, Cleveland money, Denver money, Orlando money, Clips +2. Is it a short? No, it's a full slate. Here, let's speed run this. I don't give a shit anymore. I'll put $25 on it. Chicago or Nets?
Chicago.
-320 there. Sacramento or Houston?
Houston.
-1200. Shit, their spread's 15.
Oh,
yeah. 15?
Oh, 15? I thought it was like 12.
15.5.
No, stay away from that. Stay away from that.
Yeah. Pistons, Milwaukee. Spread is +4.5 or -4.5. Money is -196 on Detroit.
Give me the +4.5
for the Bucks. Heat, Dallas.
God.
+4.5 as well.
I can't take the Mavericks +4.5 against the best offense, man.
But no Powell though. So
you're right. No Powell.
You're missing. What is he averaging? 26.
Yeah, 24.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Mavericks +4.5. We're gonna be pissed when the Heat are up 20 at half.
I mean, we can take the Heat money line.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
-190. Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me the Heat money line.
Yeah, -190. And shit, they play them back to back, right? They play them Tuesday again. Doubleheader. That's crazy. I've never seen that on here like this. All right, that's it. There we go. 9 legs +1905. I'll run through it one more time. New York money, Cavs money, Nuggets money, Magic money, Clippers +2, Bulls money, Houston money, Milwaukee +4.5. You sure about that line? Milwaukee +4.5. It's like I said on the show. It's going to be a playoff game.
Let me see here. Let me check one more thing.
My gut's telling me pause, and then last leg was Miami Heat money line.
Portis, Gary Harris, Kevin Porter Jr., and Giannis all game time decisions. Duncan Robinson game time decision for the Pistons.
Fuck that. Money on MIA.
Yeah, give me Pistons money line and Heat money line.
Pistons money and Heat money. All right, there. Let's see. You said Pistons and Heat money. All right, +1487.
All right, one more time here. So we got Nuggets money.
Yep, we got New York Knicks money, Cleveland Cavs money, Denver Nuggets money, Orlando money, Clippers it moved +1.5. We are moving lines out here. Chicago money line, Houston Rockets money line, Miami Heat money line, and Detroit money line all together +1487.
Hold on, I'm missing one. Oh, it's that Clippers. They locked it on me right here real quick.
Clippers, yeah, it's moving. You probably got to refresh, but yeah, it dropped down from the 2.5 down to 1.
Yeah.
So looks like the public is moving at the last second in agreement with us.
Jalen Johnson has moved to game time decision.
Uh-oh.
Right now. I'm about to mess up my fantasy week here, dude.
Yeah, but we don't have them on. We don't have that game, do we?
We took the +2.
Okay, so then we're good then. I like that even more if he's even.
They're gonna win, man.
I like that a lot. Play it and send it to me.
All right.
You got it?
No, it's still in my slip here.
Yeah, just put a buck on it, unless you want to change it, but just build it and send it to me.
I'm taking Clips money since they just moved the line and it's moving to a 1.5 at -110. We might as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's dumb. That's not smart thinking because
always take points if they can give you points.
+1.5 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're going Knicks, Bulls. We thought we said to stay away from Rockets. Pistons money line.
Well, I took the money. It was -1,200. Now it's moved to -1,400. In that case, you can take them off. It doesn't move it a lot. Changes it by +100 odds. But I mean, I definitely think Houston full throttle is going to fucking demolish Sacramento. But as soon as I say that, they come out here and they say
the entire game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, take it off. It's still +1,381.
Yeah, I got the 8 legs here for the 5.
8 legs for 1,381.
Yep.
All right, cool. Book it.
All right,
So Knicks money line, Cavs money line, Nuggets money line, Magic money line, Clips +1.5, Chicago Bulls money line, Heat money line, Pistons money line +1,370.